Introduction. Hello and welcome to the Diversity, Inclusion, and Respect training at our office. This training is designed to help us all foster a workplace where everyone feels respected, valued, and safe. Throughout today's session, we'll discuss the importance of professional boundaries, explore how to recognize and address unconscious bias, and learn how to create a supportive and inclusive environment for everyone. Module 1. Understanding diversity, inclusion, and respect in the workplace. We define diversity as the unique perspectives, experiences, and backgrounds that each team member brings. Inclusion means actively working to create a workplace where everyone feels they belong, regardless of differences. And respect is the foundation, treating each other with dignity, regardless of our roles, beliefs, or backgrounds. In today's workplace, the Equality Act 2010 protects us from discrimination based on characteristics such as race, age, gender, and more. This means that each of us has a role in creating a positive environment for everyone. Take a moment to reflect. Can you think of a time when you felt truly respected at work? How did it impact your experience? This exercise reminds us that our actions can deeply influence the atmosphere around us. By fostering inclusion, we're creating a healthier, more productive environment for everyone. Let's move on to how we can identify and address unconscious bias. Module 2. Identifying and addressing bias. We all carry biases, often without realizing it. Unconscious bias is when we make judgments or assumptions based on stereotypes or previous experiences. In the workplace, biases can subtly shape how we view and treat our colleagues. For example, ageism can lead to assumptions about someone's energy or technological skills. Gender biases can affect our expectations of behavior or leadership roles. Racial biases may make us more likely to trust or admire certain people unfairly. Here's an activity to consider. Think about a time when you may have made an assumption about a colleague based on their age, gender, or background. What might have happened if you'd asked more questions or challenged that assumption? In the workplace, recognizing and challenging our biases means we're giving each person a fair chance to contribute. It's a small but powerful way to make our environment more inclusive. Now let's talk about professionalism and maintaining boundaries. Module 3. Professional boundaries and avoiding gossip. Maintaining professional boundaries at work is essential. When we respect each other's personal space and avoid spreading or engaging in gossip, we're creating a safe, focused environment. Gossip, especially about personal relationships or sensitive topics, can quickly damage team morale and foster an uncomfortable workplace. Imagine a situation where a colleague shares something personal with you. Maintaining confidentiality and not passing on the information is key to keeping our workplace respectful. It's natural to feel curious or want to support others, but talking about someone's personal life in a professional space often does more harm than good. In this section, we encourage you to reflect on moments when you've been tempted to engage in gossip. Consider how you could respond in a way that shifts the conversation back to work. Now, let's explore how to actively create a supportive workplace through allyship and positive communication. Module 4. Building an inclusive culture through allyship and positive communication. Building an inclusive workplace doesn't just happen. It requires each of us to take active steps. Allyship means showing up for each other and speaking up when we see someone being treated unfairly. It can be as simple as listening when a colleague shares their experience, or redirecting a conversation when it veers into inappropriate topics. Effective communication is essential for allyship. This means listening actively, giving constructive feedback, and showing respect in every conversation. A good tip is to focus on questions rather than assumptions. For example, instead of assuming why a colleague made a certain choice, try asking them about it respectfully. Think of a time when someone really listened to you at work. How did it make you feel? That's the kind of impact we're aiming for. By being supportive, we're creating a workplace where everyone can thrive. Now, let's look at what to do when conflicts arise and how to access support. Module 5, Handling Conflicts and Seeking Support. Even in respectful workplaces, conflicts can arise. When they do, it's essential to address them constructively. If a conflict occurs, consider approaching the colleague privately, focusing on resolving the issue rather than assigning blame. Remember, HR is here to support you, especially when you're unsure how to handle a situation. If you're experiencing challenges or uncomfortable situations, our Employee Assistance Program, or EAP, offers access to professional support for both work-related and personal concerns. Remember, reaching out for help is a sign of strength. You're not alone, and resources are here to help you. Let's wrap up by summarizing what we've covered today. Conclusion and key takeaways. Thank you for taking part in this diversity, inclusion, and respect training. Today, we've discussed the importance of maintaining respect in our interactions, recognizing and managing our biases, and building a workplace where everyone can feel valued. Each of us plays a role in fostering a culture of inclusion, professionalism, and empathy. As we go forward, keep in mind the tools we've discussed and the positive impact they can have on our workplace. Remember, respect and understanding start with each of us. Thank you for your commitment to making our office a place where we all belong.